I'm live in Higbee, where yesterday rain and severe wind caused a lot of damage to local buildings, including to what used to be this two-story building behind me. Now, this is an example of one of the fire extinguishers that's being recalled, and look at the handle up top. It's made of plastic, and officials are saying the ones that are plastic handles are more likely to corrode and actually break when you try and use them. And when I talked to Matt McCormick earlier in the day, he says he expects to hear some sort of news about the terminal in the next couple of weeks, and for Mid-Missourians that use this airport, that could be very good news. If you've been downtown recently, it's likely you've seen this, and a whole lot of this. Crews tearing up the district streets. But during the $3 million project, have you seen this? Brian Coley, Columbia native, MU grad, and owner of Coley's on 6th Street, says that this is something he never could have seen coming.
The city did not let us know. That they didn't let me know. I showed up one day for work, and there was contractors out here setting up road closed signs, and we were like, oh, okay.
With no warning, Coley was left with no time to prepare.
Pretty wild to see the impacts in the last 6 weeks. It's taken 9 years to get here, and then just like that, business is like wiped.
And as hard as it has been to deal with all the construction, it's the lack of construction on some days which is even worse.
I'm going to tell you, I feel comfortable saying there's been a solid 3 weeks of nothing happening. Total nothing happening. There have been some weeks where literally the entire week nothing has happened.
After my first conversation with Coley, I had more questions than answers. Is there really a way Columbia wouldn't notify a business before starting construction? So I went to the city to see what they had to say.
Was there any notice to them that the street was going to be shut down on August 21st? And if so, how much of a notice was given to them?
I think that's an excellent question, and I think that's one that we're looking into right now as well.
The city never contacted Coley. I asked for the contract itself. After looking through the 1,000 pages, I found confirmation that businesses, including Coley's, were to be notified at least 2 weeks before construction began. So why didn't that happen?
What we suspect is that it was a case of one utility thought another utility was making the notification, when in fact, perhaps none was made.
And when I told Coley the news...
When you look at all the details of my situation and what happened, it certainly makes me feel left behind, that I didn't matter. I wasn't big enough for them to take the time to make sure they did their job correctly.
Representative Jeff Messenger recently put out a survey asking Missourians what they think about new taxes. These would include an increase on the state's gas tax, an increase on sales tax for new or used cars, an increase on Missouri's general sales tax, and implementing tolls at the entrances of interstates and major roadways. Now, we asked you what you thought about these ideas, and we found that you all have a lot to say. Logan S. thinks we should increase the fuel tax, but charge higher taxes for how much you're driving and how heavy your car is. Pete G. is also in favor of increasing the gas tax. And Philip would rather Missouri cut funding for other programs rather than implement a new tax.
To know that as a person trying to get gas, drive places, save money, tolls are annoying. Tolls suck. They take your money. Gas is already expensive.
In addition to your responses, we invited you to take part in our own poll, and here's what we found. Each of the four, here's the first one. This is the gas tax. And this passed by a slim margin in our poll. Look at this, 43 yeses, 41 noes. The next one is taxes for the new and used cars. And this one, by a landslide, the noes had it, 75 to 8. Next one, more of the same. This is for the general sales tax. Again, noes by a wide margin, 70 to 14. And the last one, this is for the tolls. This is, again, another no, 57 to 30. So again, the only one that would pass under our new poll is this gas tax, and by a slim margin. Now, Representative Messenger, he's going to take everything that he learns and he's going to present it during the next congressional session.